this? They said that GTA 6 is going to be made in Vice City. How do these people get all this information on what's going to be what? People, do you not understand? Do not believe anything that you see on the internet from, Boss Man, Fuck the World, or whatever his name is, or any of those guys. Don't listen to those guys. They have no inside information. They're just clickbait. And if you hear it from Rockstar, then you know.
Grand Theft Auto 6 fans have been anxiously awaiting more details and information from Rockstar, and as we are approaching the year anniversary of them actually mentioning the next installment in the Grand Theft Auto series for the first time, a lot of people are wondering, are we getting close? Well, it looks like there could be a date coming up very soon that could have some promising news for GTA 6 fans. And that's because Rockstar Games' parent company Take-Two Interactive is going to report on their third quarter fiscal year 2023 results on Monday, February 6th, 2023. They announced today that it is plans to report its financial results for the third quarter of its fiscal year 2023,
which ended December 31st, 2022, after the markets closed on Monday, February 6th, 2023. That's going to be happening at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll leave a link to this in the description because I know not everyone lives on the East Coast of the United States, so that might be a little bit earlier on in the day for you, a little bit later in the evening.
And a lot of you right now are probably asking, well, why is this important? Why do we care about that? Well, again, Take-Two Interactive is the parent company of Rockstar Games, and traditionally, whenever they have these fiscal year reports or earnings calls, they usually want to have something interesting to talk about. Now, Rockstar has a lot of good going for them right now. I anticipate that they're going to talk about the great results they had for Red Dead Redemption 2. They had such a strong sales performance during the holidays. GTA 5, Grand Theft Auto Online continuing to do so well. But they probably want to talk about something big. And obviously, the biggest thing they could probably talk about is official details on Grand Theft Auto 6. And even though Take-Two Interactive, and we're going to hear from the likes of Strauss, Zelnick, and whatnot, 2 days after the first anniversary where Rockstar talked about GTA 6 for the very first time. Now, they didn't even call it GTA 6, but remember, back on February 4th, 2022, Rockstar put out this Grand Theft Auto community update where they talked about the contract, new details on GTA 5 for the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, and more. And that "and more" was basically what's next, with them saying, with the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking us about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project we embark on,
Our goal is to always significantly move beyond what we have previously delivered, and we are pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series is well underway. We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready, so please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details. On behalf of our entire team, we thank you all for your support and cannot wait to step into the future with you. So that was what they said on February 4th, 2022, and then on July 7th, 2022, Rockstar gave us another update of Grand Theft Auto 6. They said, over the past few years, we've been steadily moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series
that truly exceeds your expectations. We'll update everyone again soon, and of course, we'll properly introduce you to this next game when it's ready. We want to thank everyone for their ongoing support through this situation. And to that last part, they have not updated us anytime soon, saying, okay, this is when Rockstar is going to talk about GTA 6. I mean, back on October 29th, we had Grand Theft Auto Vice City's 20th anniversary. They did nothing for that. On November 28th, we had the first Grand Theft Auto's 25th anniversary. I mean, these are big milestones, and they didn't talk about that at all. So even though this entire year went by and Rockstar still didn't call it Grand Theft Auto 6, we really didn't get any information other than them acknowledging that a new Grand Theft Auto is in development. It's still the most and biggest GTA 6 info we've ever gotten, especially when you pair that with the leaks. But I would say 2023 is definitely going to be the official year of Grand Theft Auto 6. And is Rockstar going to wait a full year from their very first announcement of the next installment of the Grand Theft Auto series? Are we going to be seeing it beforehand? We're a little less than 30 days from Take-Two Interactive having that earnings call, and of course, if anything is covered on that call, or obviously before it, regarding anything Rockstar, Red Dead Redemption, GTA 5, GTA Online, Grand Theft Auto 6, I'll be sure to keep you guys posted. GTA 6 fans think Rockstar Games is completely trolling them, and honestly, I agree. We're going to be talking about all of that in this video today, and a whole lot more.
So this actually happened on Rockstar's last newswire, where they were talking about some of the latest events in Grand Theft Auto Online. And speaking of that, really quickly, for anyone that does care about that sort of thing, when I'm recording this video, which is January 11th, this is actually the final day of the festive surprise, so if you're enjoying the snowfall or any of the festive Christmas, New Year's content, all of that is going to be going away, like the Gooch, the Snowman, getting the WM-29 pistol.
It's the last day to take advantage of that stuff, and the only reason I'm looping that into this video is because on that newswire is where GTA 6 fans feel like Rockstar is teasing them. And this might just be the fact that we have gone years without official information on Grand Theft Auto 6. It's almost been a full year since they teased the next installment in the Grand Theft Auto series. And I'll be the first to admit that sometimes I put the tinfoil hat on too, and I try and hear things or see things that Rockstar posts that might connect the dots to GTA 6 in some way, shape, or form. But as Rockstar was promoting the new casino podium vehicle this week, the HVY Insurgent, this is what they had to say that has GTA 6 fans up in arms. Every year comes with the hopeful promise that this year will be the year everything finally comes together. Well, 2023 could be that year, so why not start clocking in on that new year, new me attitude by taking a spin of the lucky wheel for the opportunity to win this week's grand prize, the HVY Insurgent. So why GTA 6 fans think they're being trolled is because of that very first sentence. Every year comes with the hopeful promise that this year will be the year everything finally comes together. This has been GTA 6 fans for like the last 5 years. All right, 2019 is going to be the year. All right, no GTA 6. Well, it's definitely going to come in 2020. Oh man, we had a pandemic. No GTA 6. Well, it has to come in 2021. It has to come in 2022. Well, now here we are in 2023, basically repeating the same thing. And I will admit that I feel like 2023 does have one of the best chances for Rockstar to officially talk about Grand Theft Auto 6. A logo, a trailer, the title of the game, even though I think that's pretty obvious at this point in time. I think 2023 is the year. This is when things are going to line up. But we've kind of had that on repeat for about the last half decade or so. It's at the bottom that if you plugged into real life, took you to a road in the shape of Roman numeral 6, sort of a V and an I. I mean, I feel like that has to be intentional by Rockstar, so I can't honestly think of what else it could be. Either they love pissing us off on purpose. I feel like it has to be some subliminal messaging. Let me know if you guys thought so when you read that newswire post in those comments down below as well. But anyways, let's move on. The other day, I saw this incredible map that is based on what we know so far of GTA 6. And instead of calling this a concept map, this is actually more of an evidence-based map.
It was created by user Revolutionary Tip 2664, and I'll show you guys what it looks like right here. Obviously, I don't know if this is 100% to scale. It kind of looks small just in terms of the city streets, but a lot of the locations that you see right here were actually found in the GTA 6 leaks.
And you can see here that a lot of the locations are based on the GTA 6 leaks. If you've seen them, you'll recognize some of these names. Port Gellhorn, the Grass Rivers, obviously Vice City, and certainly some of the locations of like the car dealership, garage, gun dealership, pawn shop, dining, club, airway, a mysterious activity. All of that is, of course, random, and I do feel at the end of the day, this is going to be a lot bigger, but it does give you a good idea on sort of what the GTA 6 map is kinda going to look like. I do believe it's relatively going to be this sort of shape here. So this is obviously really cool. The map, I think, is going to be absolutely massive, but that gives you a good idea on what it's kind of going to look like. Another thing that players have been pointing out since the Los Santos Drug Wars came out is the cars seem to be way more detailed than the older DLC cars, especially in their suspensions. So take a look at these two photos.
Right here, this is posted by Gustavo Valerenzo, hopefully I'm pronouncing their name correctly. And you guys can see, if you compare a DLC car to an older DLC car, notice how the Buffalo he's standing on has a more generic texture at the suspension arms, whereas the newer one, it really does look like Rockstar's upping the level of detail for the newer vehicles.
And I know what you're saying here is, man, is that what the cars are going to look like in GTA 6? Yes, but no. Obviously, with GTA 6 being on a newer engine, newer consoles, it's going to run a whole lot more smoothly. and is going to have a whole lot better graphics. But it looks like Rockstar's already in the process of sort of testing cars and vehicles, or at least features of them, that also look like they're going to be arriving in GTA 6 too. And last but not least, in this GTA 6 video, one thing we know that Rockstar is going to be doing with the next Grand Theft Auto game is using more AI, as Rockstar Games have started hiring more AI experts for their games. And even though the video game industry has been using AI to build games for decades, we don't know why Rockstar is looking for deeply experienced AI experts. So the listing is on their Rockstar Games website for a lead data scientist in game analytics for Rockstar San Diego. Now, understand that job titles are not set in the game industry, but this is how Rockstar described their game analytics team. We collaborate as a global team to develop cutting-edge data pipelines, data
products, data models, reports, analyses, and machine learning applications. And they say the responsibilities are to lead the design, development, and delivery of machine learning-enabled solutions to address critical business or game questions. So you may be wondering, what's the big deal about this? And also, how is Rockstar going to implement this? Well, machine learning is essentially a form of AI that replaces programming in video games with a small AI that acts on its own. And most of the common application of this
in video games is just procedural generation. So you've probably experienced this if you explored a world in Minecraft or you picked up a weapon in Borderlands. So what is Rockstar going to be doing with this? I'm not sure, but I think it's safe to say it will definitely lead to content for Grand Theft Auto 6, possibly used for Grand Theft Auto Online, but maybe it's not possible just due to the fact that GTA Online is such an older title. But Rockstar is definitely going to have some sort of AI machine learning aspect part in GTA 6, and whatever that's going to be, it seems pretty interesting. I've got some good news for Grand Theft Auto 6's eventual announcement. It looks like that could be coming sooner rather than later, and our biggest hint is another video game that Rockstar released entirely altogether. So this actually requires a little bit of background, because Rockstar have only acknowledged Grand Theft Auto 6, or the next entry in the GTA series, since the beginning of 2022. It actually came in a Newswire article on February 4th, 2022, 8 years after the release of GTA 5. Rockstar finally broke their silence about GTA 6. It was an unusual-looking Newswire post where they essentially said this. It was a community update that not only talked about the contract DLC, the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions of GTA 5, as well as some other changes that were happening to the game. And then there's an entire section called What's Next, where they said, with the unprecedented longevity of GTA 5, we know many of you have been asking us about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. And this is a trend that Rockstar would continue, because on July 7th, Rockstar gave us our second ever mention of Grand Theft Auto 6, and it happened on a Newswire post that really didn't have anything to do with GTA 6 either. They talked about a lot of other things, including Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online. So this community update focused on what's to come this summer and beyond. Again, it started with talking about Grand Theft Auto Online, a new update, how Red Dead Online development and content was going to be slowing down. And they basically said that it is slowing down because of one specific thing, and that is GTA 6. They said, over the past few years, we have been steadily moving more development resources towards the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series, understanding more than ever the need to exceed players' expectations and for this next entry to be the best it can possibly be. And as a result, we are in the process of making some changes to how we support Red Dead Online. Basically, they weren't going to be doing as much Red Dead Online stuff because they were focused on GTA 6. So again, the trend continues. They kind of just tack it on to other news that they want to talk about. In fact, really the only time that we've actually heard them directly and solely, if that's even a word, talk about GTA 6 was a day after the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks happened on September 18th. It was probably the biggest leak in Rockstar Games history, where 90-plus clips of early development footage of Grand Theft Auto 6 were leaked out. Basically, everyone got to see it. And Rockstar had to put out this message saying that they suffered a network intrusion in which an unauthorized third party illegally accessed and downloaded confidential information from our systems, including early development footage for the next Grand Theft Auto. At this time, we do not anticipate any disruption to our live game services, nor any long-term effect on the development of our ongoing projects. We are extremely disappointed to have any details of our next game shared with you all in this way. Our work on the next Grand Theft Auto game will continue as planned, and we remain as committed as ever to delivering an experience to you, our players, that truly exceeds your expectations. We will update everyone again soon, and of course, we'll properly introduce you to the game when it's ready. We want to thank everyone for their ongoing support through this situation. And that's the last time we heard from Rockstar about Grand Theft Auto 6, obviously with the exception of their parent company, Take-Two Interactive, the likes of Strauss, Zelnick, saying that there isn't going to be any delays from the intrusion and from the leak that ended up happening. But as you guys have seen there, whenever Rockstar talks about the next Grand Theft Auto game, it usually is tied to other information. Well, it looks like they're going to have an opportunity that's going to be happening fairly soon. And it actually has to do with the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, which since its release has had so many bugs, issues, errors, glitches, controversies. The game has simply been, I would say, a failure. Well, it looks like Rockstar is trying to relaunch and revamp that, as it looks like it's going to be releasing for the PC platform Steam very soon. Rockstar added a new Steam subcategory, which adds all 3 titles into a bundle. You can actually view this on the Steam database page. We often use this when trying to track updates in Grand Theft Auto Online. And honestly, this is something that Rockstar must deliver on. This has to be a huge patch with major improvements, because the games continue to be in an unacceptable state within the next weeks to address the new kick and crash exploits on PC. So obviously, this is a pretty big deal as well. Rockstar could say that they have put out a emergency update, or I'm sure there's a shinier, better way to call it something different than that, but has made the game safer and PC a much more pleasant experience to play on. So honestly, they could talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 right next to all these other changes that they're making in their other recent and relevant titles. Now, I fully believe that when the official announcement comes, it's probably not going to be tied to anything else. Just like Red Dead Redemption 2, it was all about Red Dead Redemption 2. Just like GTA 5, it was all about GTA 5. But who's to say that the next time Rockstar talks about GTA 6 will be its official announcement? I see this as good news because so far, with the exception of the GTA 6 leaks, which Rockstar did not obviously plan on, the only time they mention Grand Theft Auto 6, or as they call it, the next entry in the GTA series, is when they have other news to talk about. And it usually has something to do when they just give a broad community update. And to me, the type of things that they would talk about seems like kind of a community update. So I don't want to get too optimistic. I will remain cautiously optimistic here, but the fact that Rockstar looks like they have some decent stuff to talk about over the next couple of weeks is good news for Grand Theft Auto 6's potential announcement. So I would obviously love to hear from you guys. Could legendary rapper and musician 50 Cent be involved in Grand Theft Auto 6? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. So earlier the other day, 50 Cent posted on his Instagram of 29.1 million followers this image right here of a Vice City achievement from the definitive edition of the game. And it reads, "I will explain this later, GLG, Greenlight Gang. This, you know what, bigger than power, trust me, boom," and then 2 hashtags, which look to be various brands that 50 Cent is a part of. And he also, later in the day, posted that on Twitter with the exact same caption. And 50 Cent on Twitter also has a massive following of 12.7 million people, posting the exact same thing. "I will explain this later. GLG, Greenlight Gang, this you know what, bigger than power, trust me, boom," with the exact same image. And upon this happening, as you can imagine, Grand Theft Auto 6 has been trending left and right on social media, as now thousands of people are talking about the rapper and musician's involvement in the game. So obviously the post is a direct reference to Vice City, but it's also extremely cryptic. And I would say no one so far has been able to figure out what the heck he's talking about, and also in what capacity he's connected to the title, if at all. because he's offered almost nothing in the way of an explanation, but instead just saying that he'll explain more in due course. So let's actually break down the entire post because there is a lot to talk about here. We'll actually start with the image that he's used. So this is directly lifted from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It's actually the Kingpin achievement. It can be found on a website like the GTA Wikipedia page. So it's not like a new image that's been sourced from Grand Theft Auto 6 or something along those lines. It literally comes from the original Vice City. But the post is interesting because we know, following the GTA 6 leaks that occurred last year, as well as some reputable reports from video game journalists, that the next game is going to take place in a modern day rendition of Vice City. And obviously the last time we saw Vice City was back in 2002 with GTA Vice City. And this, of course, has not been confirmed by Rockstar, but obviously what we've seen so far and what's been reported, we know that it's going to be going back to Vice City and its surrounding areas. Now, just based on this Instagram post, it is suggested that 50 Cent could be connected with a Vice City entity in some way, shape, or form. Now, whether that's GTA 6 or something else entirely, like a TV show or promotion for his alcohol brand, I'm not sure, but this is definitely interesting. Now, to play devil's advocate here, I could see Rockstar utilizing 50 Cent for Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, if you think about it, they utilized the likes of Dr. Dre for Grand Theft Auto Online, so using 50 Cent would make perfect sense. We also know that Rockstar is really getting big into music and incorporating them into their online updates. So who's to say that 50 Cent couldn't make an appearance in Grand Theft Auto 6 as either a character, as the DJ of a local radio station, as someone that just provides music for the title. He could be offering up his creative vocal and musical talents for Vice City in a number of ways. So I could totally see 50 Cent being involved here. The big question is, how is he connected to Vice City, and how long will it take in order to get this explanation? Now, the only problem with this is it doesn't really align with Rockstar's brand, and that is keeping things pretty much as secretive as possible. This is basically the opposite of secret, as he's literally just dropping a Vice City logo. Now, this could be a simple misunderstanding where 50 Cent didn't know he wasn't allowed to talk about this, as I'm pretty sure any involvement with GTA would be signed under the strictest of NDAs or non-disclosure agreements, so I wouldn't imagine he'd be able to post something like this. And you feel like the fact that he has a combined over 40 million followers on social media alone, Instagram and Twitter, the fact that this has been up for hours now, to me, maybe makes me think he's not involved in the project, because if this was legitimately for Grand Theft Auto 6, you feel like Rockstar would have gone like, dude, you gotta take this down. This is not good at all. And as things currently stand, he doesn't even follow Rockstar on social media, and Rockstar doesn't follow him on social media. So you'll have to let me know what you think of this entire saga in those comments down below regarding 50 Cent and a potential involvement in Vice City, which we know is going to be the main setting of Grand Theft Auto 6. So is he going to be involved in the next GTA title? Let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. Could we see Trevor Phillips return in Grand Theft Auto 6? The answer is yes, although the most likely outcome is probably no. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today, as we heard from Trevor's voice actor and motion capture artist Stephen Ogg, and a whole lot more. Alright, so right off the bat, we know there's going to be some returning characters in Grand Theft Auto 6. We've seen that pretty much in every GTA title. Going back from Grand Theft Auto 4 to GTA 5, there was a ton of returning characters, some that were just minor Easter eggs, others that had pretty significant roles throughout the story, and a whole lot in between. Now, the way the universe rules work for Rockstar is in order for a character to return, return, they have to be within the same universe. So we have 3 universes, the 2D era, the 3D era, and the HD era. Grand Theft Auto 4 and beyond is considered in the HD era. Now, we don't know what Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be put in, whether it's the HD era, 4K era, HDR era, we don't know. But it's very likely that all characters from GTA 4 and GTA 5 are eligible to return. That's why we haven't seen the likes of CJ or Tommy Vercetti, because they are stuck in a different era that technically doesn't exist within the HD era. With Trevor's voice actor and motion capture artist Stephen Ogg, and he asked him if he was going to be in Grand Theft Auto 6. This is what he had to say. So he stated that voice actors are the last to know pretty much everything, and honestly, I can believe him on that. He didn't really answer the question, but he did talk about how if he was going to be involved, he'd probably be the last person to know. In fact, according to a lot of interviews and answers that the voice actors and motion capture artists of Rockstar have been given, they really don't know about the project they're working on until a lot later down the line. They aren't like the first to know what type of game they're getting involved in. So does Trevor have the ability to return in Grand Theft Auto 6? He absolutely does. He's a part of the HD as we know it era, and if we want to follow the main ending, he is still alive at the end of the story. And he's also still alive in Grand Theft Auto Online. However, that was the Grand Theft Auto Online that took place back before the story in early 2013. Now, Grand Theft Auto Online is in modern times, and Rockstar have sort of written Trevor off. They've actually kind of acknowledged that he is nowhere to be found. This can actually be heard in some dialogue from the last update in Grand Theft Auto Online, the Los Santos Drug Wars DLC.
Hey, friend. It's been a while. I know you're busy, but just in case you're looking for me, I gotta go tell some folks what's what. Yeah, I've been waiting for something like this to happen since Trevor took off. Vultures showing up in Sandy Shores looking for scraps. Don't worry though, Ron's got it all under control. Unless, you wanted to help, backup would be nice. They've taken over Trevor's old place at Ace Liquor.
Now, even without that line of dialogue, I think it's very clear that Trevor's plans for online and probably future Rockstar projects has been scrapped all along. But the last update is really the nail in the coffin because everything in this DLC seemed to be centered around Trevor. I mean, just think of the update itself. Most of it happens around Blaine County. It actually involves characters that Trevor worked with in single player. It has to do with running drugs, which is basically what his entire operations was, Trevor Phillips Enterprises. And I'm sure Rockstar even asked Stephen Ogg to return, but he probably declined the role. And this would also probably explain his pretty hostile response on Cameo right around the same time the DLC dropped. Cameo is a website where you can actually request celebrities or famous individuals to do something or perform something, and I guess someone asked Stephen Ogg to say something about GTA 6, Jason, Lucia, Vice City, Port Gellhorn, and he was kind of salty about the whole thing. I'll let you guys take a look at that right now.
Jason, Lucia, look at us driving around together. That's kind of fun. Right? Sure it is. You both of yous are careful in Vice City. It's dangerous out there. Watch out for the cops in Port Gellhorn. And I'll see you out there. Cause I'm a cartoon. Right? And I'll see you out there. Be kind. Bye.
So I think it's pretty safe to say that even though Trevor does have the ability and the capacity to likely return in Grand Theft Auto 6, you could actually see him being one of like the crazy Florida man guys. I mean, I think he would be the perfect role for something like that, even if it was just sort of a reference or even if he just very briefly showed up. But I really do think his time in the Grand Theft Auto universe is over. I don't think he likes Grand Theft Auto. I don't think he likes the fan base. I don't think he likes how people only see him for his role as Trevor and not the actor that he is. So unfortunately, probably the most we're gonna get out of Trevor in Grand Theft Auto 6 is very likely an Easter egg, whether that be a snippet on the radio or a wanted poster that we find on a gas station wall, something along those lines. I think his very likelihood of him returning physically is probably pretty small.
Hello? Who wants some now? Don't mess with me!
In today's video, we're going to be talking about every single time Rockstar Games has intentionally teased Grand Theft Auto 6. And believe it or not, they've done it more so than you might think. So even though GTA 6 hasn't been officially revealed by Rockstar, there's been several teases that have strongly hinted at its existence, even referencing the location of where the game is going to be taking place, and even some important details of the game that have not yet been revealed. So let's go ahead and dive into them, and the first comes from Grand Theft Auto Online. And it's actually a Florida or South American city skyline that can be found on one of the in-game taxi shirts. So that taxi shirt is actually called the Downtown Cab Company Revere Collared shirt. And it was actually given away to owners of the taxi. This is something that Rockstar introduced in the Los Santos Drug Wars update, where players could purchase a cab depot and they could make a little bit of side money from taxi work. And looking at the shirt itself, it really does give off some tropical Miami, Vice City, South American vibes. The shirt itself has a sprawling city in the background with giant looming palm trees and even a mountain that can be seen off in the far distance. And many fans believe that this was Rockstar once again hinting at the fact that the next installment of the series was going to be returning to the tropical paradise of Vice City. So I think that was a direct hint right there. Another direct hint actually came in a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays video that Rockstar released in 2022. So in the video, which I'll show you guys in a second, it's basically a collage of various Rockstar logos and grenades and Molotov cocktails that sort of form a Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas from Rockstar Games. Well, one of the things that can actually be seen in that is a helicopter. And that helicopter is actually based on a Miami Beach helicopter. Take a look at this video right here. So this is significant for two reasons. Number one, the fact that it is a Miami Beach helicopter, that's obviously a direct reference to Vice City and where the game is going to be going to next. But we also know that that's significant for the box art of Grand Theft Auto, because every Grand Theft Auto game, in the top left-hand corner, you're always going to find a helicopter. It doesn't matter what game it is. I mean, honestly, go back to the days of GTA Vice City, you're going to find a helicopter in the top left-hand corner. So that is pretty cool.
And again, Rockstar subtly hinting that we're going to be returning to Vice City. Staying in Grand Theft Auto Online, another teaser we received is a vehicle that was also added in the Los Santos Drug Wars update, and that is the Karen Hot Ring Everon. It actually has a livery in there that is basically made of a brand new E-Cola logo. Now, I know you guys might be thinking, wait a minute, E-Cola's in the game, we've had it in Grand Theft Auto Online, Rockstar did a Sprunk versus E-Cola event, and that is true, but in Grand Theft Auto 6, and we know this based on the September leaks, they actually remade the E-Cola logo, and it looks something like this. In fact,
even their slogan suggests that it is a new logo from the future, something like Grand Theft Auto 6. Looks better, tastes the same. And ironically enough, another part of that livery sticker says "Go Viral," which Rockstar certainly did when the GTA 6 leaks ended up happening. So that is the remade E-Cola logo that can be seen a couple of times in online. Now, staying in Grand Theft Auto Online, back in 2018 with the release of the Arena War update, actually has a logo of the Vice City Metro Mule. This is something we also saw in the GTA 6 leaks. The Vice City Metro Mule is basically the train transportation public transit service in Vice City. We have that in GTA 5, but Vice City Metro Mule, that's what it's going to be called in GTA 6. So that's something that we saw in 2018 that we directly saw the logo for, and I wish I could show you any of that footage in the GTA 6 leaks. If you know what I'm talking about, you've seen a even cleaner, less distressed version of this logo when you can actually see Jason boarding one of the trains. Pretty cool stuff right there. And also staying in Grand Theft Auto Online, we have the Vice City Mambas livery. This is on one of the newest sports cars in the game. Now, moving on to the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, there's a couple of references here that directly point to GTA 6. The first is an in-game screenshot of a house directly pulled from GTA 6, found in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the Definitive Edition, and the Lil Probe Inn. It's found amongst a handful of other pictures taken either directly from Red Dead Redemption 2 or GTA 5, but this photo, as you can see right here, is nowhere to be found in either of those games. And if we take a closer look at some of the other things like the sky and the clouds, this is indicative of Rockstar's new engine, meaning it's not something that would be found in GTA 5 or a previous game. And the house itself also gives off suburban Florida vibes too. This is a style of home that's seen in a lot of suburban Florida tropical areas. So that again is a direct reference to this being a house in Grand Theft Auto 6 and of course taking place in Vice City. And then in Grand Theft Auto 3, the Definitive Edition, there was an updated billboard that now says "See you soon" and a plane leaving Los Santos. This billboard in the original game, Grand Theft Auto 3, was used to tease the location of the next title, Vice City, in 2001. So the fact that it has been updated very specifically to a plane leaving Los Santos that says "See you soon" is a direct hint and a direct reference that soon we'll be leaving Los Santos and heading to Vice City. Now, I want to throw in an honorable mention here at the end because I don't know if this was an official teaser that Rockstar planned on or if this was just developers throwing in something. Remember when Rockstar Games was teasing the Cayo Perico heist in Grand Theft Auto Online? They did so with this kind of security camera footage, and at the bottom you could see a set of coordinates. Well, this coordinates is actually to a real-life location of a road that looks suspiciously like Roman numeral 6, like it could be in the Grand Theft Auto 6 logo whenever that's going to be revealed. So I wanted to throw that one in at the end because I don't know if that is indeed an official teaser or if this is someone from Rockstar that went rogue on their own. But still, you have to feel like that's a direct reference to Grand Theft Auto 6. So if you guys want to check out all this, I'll leave a link to an article in the description on GTABase.com that outlines and goes into this in detail as well. This was put together by a user on Twitter, Gaming Detective, so go ahead and check that out. But anyways, I feel like those are all direct references and teases that Rockstar have given us so far regarding Grand Theft Auto 6, just simple things that they've done on their social media page. According to a new report, the development of Grand Theft Auto 6 could be over $1 billion. We're going to be talking about what that means and a whole lot more in this video today. So this information actually all came out in regards to the testimony to the regulatory fight over Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. And
From Call of Duty to Grand Theft Auto 6. So you guys might have heard in the gaming news about the recent decision by the UK's Competitive and Markets Authority, or the CMA.
And so what I wanted to do was actually take a look back at previous GTA games and how their development cost was, as well as the development time, copies they've sold, etc. So this graph that we're looking at right now, this was put together by a user on the GTA 6 subreddit. I'll leave a link to it in the description if you're interested in checking it out for yourself, how this all plays out. But it would not be shocking at all if GTA 6 cost more than $1 billion to make. The Grand Theft Auto series has had some iconic trailers, whether it's the recent ones for Grand Theft Auto 5 or even back in the days of Vice City, San Andreas, and beyond. And obviously, everyone is looking forward to what Rockstar is going to showcase in GTA 6's trailer. We know it's going to have one, if not multiple, if not a handful. And today, we get to talk about what that trailer actually looks like. So this takes a little bit of explaining.
A Portuguese YouTuber, and I might actually need your help with this. If you happen to speak Portuguese or are more in tune with this situation, please feel free to chime in those comments down below. But a Portuguese YouTuber by the name of DJ San has been popping up recently, probably on social media, or you've seen it in news article, for a prediction of the GTA 6 trailer. And the reason that people are saying that this is legit is because of something that happened earlier on in the year. So take a look at this post right here. Obviously, we're having to
Translate it. It says, Lucia is the Latina type. Apparently, there are a lot of iguanas around here. They would be like a local plague. We had no idea that the main character of Grand Theft Auto 6, that her name was going to be Lucia. The only thing we had known at this point in time is that the game was going to be taking place in modern-day Vice City and that we were going to have our first female protagonist. However, the name Lucia, at least from what I know, is not all that common. It's not like a Taylor or a Samantha or something like that, a very, very common name. I mean, it might be in Latin culture, but it's certainly not a name that I hear every single day. So to guess the name Lucia before we even had the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks, that to me is very unique. Lizards, iguanas, they're the exact same thing. And what's very interesting about this is in the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks, if you guys have seen any of the videos, you'll notice that there's a lot of coding on the screen. It basically looks like a giant debug menu. The third thing is Lucia in prison exercising. This would be very interesting. All Grand Theft Auto games sort of have a prologue to get us set up. Whether it was Grand Theft Auto 5 or GTA 4, it sort of sets the scene. Certainly Vice City, San Andreas had one. And Lucia in prison, that makes sense. I mean, naturally, our characters are criminals. I mean, really just think of any Grand Theft Auto protagonist. For the most part, they have been a criminal. So it's no surprise, Lucia in prison, and I would assume that Jason, or someone like Jason or knows Jason, is going to help them break out, or at least when she breaks out, ends up meeting Jason and them forming their relationship. So that is something that I could see happening. I don't think we've had necessarily a prison break to start a Grand Theft Auto game, so that would obviously be very, very cool. Multiplayer is obviously going to be a huge part of Grand Theft Auto 6, especially after the success of GTA Online. This was a discussion that was brought up as Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2 saying, Rolsha2282 brought up this old article.
And it was about how Take-Two Interactive registered some GTA 5 related domains. And he said Rockstar and Take-Two of today aren't the same ones as from 2011. They were most definitely aware people would look up whether any new domains were registered under their name. Just like what was said about how major companies announced the game still years away to boost up the hiring process, Rockstar/Take-Two would eventually have to properly announce the game before anyone finding out the domain.
By like registering a domain name like GTA 6 Online or Grand Theft Auto 6 Multiplayer.com. So there's a really good chance we're probably not going to see anything regarding Grand Theft Auto 6 in terms of patents, trademarks, or copyrights until it's actually been revealed. I bet Rockstar has a very scientific plan to this entire thing. Now, moving on to GTA 6 multiplayer, there was a lot of discussion around the current Grand Theft Auto Online and if it was going to evolve into GTA 6 Online. And insider Tez Funds 2 said this.
Nope, GTA Online 2 will be on a new version of Rage in addition to having new network structure. GTA Online 2 will work off the tech behind Red Dead Online. Progress will definitely be reset. The server will handle session joining and switching. There'll be seamless session system where the game decides to throw you.
We're going to be getting more content that will be reflective of what we will get in Grand Theft Auto 6. Just like with the Doomsday Heist, we got the RDR2 themed treasure hunt, and we got multiple of those that gave us the stone hatchet, as well as the double action revolver. Small stuff like that, but we will start to receive Vice City themed content over time. We're already kind of starting to see that right now, as Rockstar is sneaking in some GTA 6 stuff in the last couple of updates. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about when we're most likely to hear about Grand Theft Auto 6 next from Rockstar, and this is what Rockstar Games insider Tez Funds 2 talked about. He ended up saying this on a discussion thread regarding GTA 6. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like the next time we could receive some news or an update is around June or July.
Likely the latter. If Rockstar were to tease anything GTA 6 related within Grand Theft Auto Online around September or October, it has to be included within the summer update.
And Rockstar is very aware of us data miners. So far in Grand Theft Auto 6, based on what we know from the leaks, there's going to be over 1,300 things to do, to see, to witness, to experience, mysteries to get involved in, and a whole lot more. And so let's start from the very beginning. The first thing, number one, swole couple beach selfies. So this is going to be pretty cool. Obviously, we know the game is based in Vice City, which is Miami. There's going to be lots of beaches. So this is probably where we're going to see like these super buff people on the beaches taking selfies for their Life Invader or Snapmatic profiles. That's just kind of cool. It makes the world feel a bit more alive. Number 18 is Skunk Ape. This is kind of a Florida version of Bigfoot. So we know that Rockstar is going to be continuing the trend of introducing a whole lot of Easter eggs dating back to like San Andreas, Red Dead Redemption. So the Skunk Ape is going to return in the form of the Bigfoot. Number 28 is something called Warehouse Sex Robots. I can only imagine we're going to come across this like sketchy looking house or sketchy looking facility, and inside there's going to be these sex robots. Hopefully they're not alive. Hopefully they're just, not being utilized either. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of crazy mystery that has to do with that. Number 81 is Carjacking Advanced AI. With all the discussion and talk right now around AI and artificial intelligence and how it's changing our world, I wonder what this is going to be. Carjacking with an advanced AI definitely seems like something that Rockstar would parody and definitely make fun of as well. Number 148 and 149
are both dealership repossession at 3 a.m., one of them taking place on Ocean Beach. I can only imagine that some of the car dealerships in game, maybe the likes of Sunshine Auto from the original Vice City, will have us doing some side jobs and repossessions, just like Franklin Clinton did at the beginning of Grand Theft Auto 5. Just something to think about right there. Might be an easy way to make some money. Number 162, this is interesting. It's simply concussion. I wonder, just like in Red Dead Redemption 2, if our cores become low or if we're significantly injured or we fall from a tall building but are able to survive, that maybe we might develop some sort of concussion-like symptoms.
Just something to think about right there. Number 215 also sounds hilarious. It is Cat Lady's car. I can only imagine you're probably going to come across an entire car filled with cats, or you've already interacted with a crazy cat lady and this is her car in some way, shape, or form. Not sure what that could be, but it definitely sounds interesting. It looks like there's also going to be a murder mystery. Number 322 is Missing Tourists, Submerged Car Victims. So we had a murder mystery in Red Dead Redemption 2. We had one in Grand Theft Auto 5 with the Infinite 8 killer. No surprise that they are going to be doing the exact same thing here in Grand Theft Auto 6. All of these sound like really cool mysteries and Easter eggs that need to be solved, so I'm excited to see what those turn into. Number 780, it's one called Everyday Art. I would imagine these might be similar to like the monkey paintings that you have to find in GTA 5, ways in which we can meet up with other associates in-game. It's not just going to be Jason and Lucia. And like I mentioned earlier, there's also a handful of different gestures that suggest Jason and Lucia are going to be romantic. There's a romantic cool option. There's a romantic chaotic option. I've speculated that cool versus chaotic might be this game's version of high honor or low honor, like we saw in Red Dead Redemption 2. And I know a lot throughout this video I've been saying, this might be a callback to Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, that's because this game is going to be based a lot on Red Dead Redemption 2. We've seen that a ton so far from the leaks. So I will leave a link to this entire page in the description. It has a list of over 1,300 things that you can do, see, explore, get involved in. Some of them might be as simple as seeing, an animal rummage through the trash, the haunted warehouse, or even the one with the sex robots, or even something along the lines of like those murder mysteries, or even like the phone in the forest. All of that sounds really exciting to me, but let me know what you think in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys.
Down there. If you guys did enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hundreds of thousands of GTA fans are seeing the Grand Theft Auto 6 official trailer on YouTube, coming from what looks like Rockstar Games. But is it really coming from Rockstar Games? We'll be talking about all of that in this video today, and a whole lot more. So over the last couple of weeks, we've been getting a lot of suspicious emails that players have been getting, saying they have received early access or a pre-order beta that has also revealed details about the game, saying that it's going to be officially taking place in Vice City, that it is going to feature multiple protagonists coming out in 2024. And we know a lot of those details thanks to the leaks and some reputable reporting, but nothing, of course, has been confirmed from Rockstar. I've seen a couple of them. Here's another one, Grand Theft Auto 6 official teaser at Rockstar North, 269,000 views. So you can see right off the bat, hundreds of thousands of Grand Theft Auto fans are actually viewing this. And it looks like, indeed, this is the real GTA 6 trailer. And because Rockstar has put out so many trailers, we kind of have an example of their style of trailer for a day or two, and the next thing you know, there's an official GTA 6 trailer, which is what I think people were trying to take advantage of. They're coming soon, 2024. All the ingredients to fool people, and I'm pretty sure the way YouTube works now is when you like hover over a video, it starts auto playing. So I'm pretty sure you could get like sucked into it when you just see the Rockstar Games logo appear. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, this might be the day when Grand Theft Auto 6 is announced. We actually have a couple of dates that we could look at in this video today. I actually saw this very interesting video posted. It was on the GTA 6 subreddit. It comes on the television station CNBC. So he believes this is going to be Take-Two's quarter, and in case that's confusing in any way, shape, or form, Take-Two Interactive is the parent company of Rockstar Games. That doesn't necessarily mean it could be Rockstar, but Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 6 would certainly generate the most excitement and also the biggest bump. Still double down and say that the biggest game of that bunch would certainly be Grand Theft Auto 6. And in their next quarter, they might be expecting a huge bump. So you know, the other day we talked about a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer appearing on YouTube. It looked like the real deal. It looked like it came from Rockstar Games. It showed off tropical environments, even Grand Theft Auto looking characters and cars, and it looked like the real deal. And I think Grand Theft Auto 6's graphics are going to be absolutely insanity. So long story short, the trailers are fake, and even developers of other games whose footage of their titles are being used have started to chime in, which I think is just absolutely hysterical. So that's what's going on in the GTA 6 trailer news front. Nothing official from Rockstar. Grand Theft Auto 6's main story may be fully written. This is a post on the website GameRant.com. According to new job listings at Rockstar Games, it suggests GTA 6's development is progressing well into its next phase with a fully written main story. So the article says this: the main story of Grand Theft Auto 6 may be fully written according to new job listings, which seems to indicate that the game's development is entering a new phase at Rockstar Games. Obviously returning to Vice City, these new job listings might give fans an idea of where Grand Theft Auto 6 is heading next in its development cycle. So Rockstar Games is now hiring for a full-time Grand Theft Auto 6 voiceover director, which suggests the game's main story and script may be fully written. Given what we know so far from the GTA 6 leaks, we know the story is pretty far along. We obviously have our main characters, they have names, they have voice and motion capture artists. We obviously have really the entire world and map of Grand Theft Auto 6. It's been fully established, as we know it's Vice City and its surrounding areas. So it would not be surprising if right now the story is complete, the script is ready, and Rockstar's just diving into sort of the finishing touches of the game. Now, don't get me wrong, those finishing touches might take a year and a half, 2 years, but I would suspect that, yes, the main story is probably already done. And now, of course, we're just waiting on the announcement. And I'm not talking about Rockstar saying that the next Grand Theft Auto game is in development or how they're shifting resources away from Red Dead Online to Grand Theft Auto 6 or having to put a giant band-aid on the GTA 6 leaks. I'm talking about the real deal, the official announcement of the game. And I still believe that this year, 2023, will be the announcement of Grand Theft Auto 6. In fact, many fans are already going back to something that Rockstar said at the beginning of the year on an earlier newswire. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.